Tonight we are changing out the PCV valve. The PCV valve helps minimize positive crankcase ventilation or minimize positive crankcase pressure by allowing it to be pushed into the intake.
This might be.
Don't break it off in there, bro.
Yeah, I'm gonna try not to.
There you go. So you want to pull that hose off right there, and then you're gonna just yank the PCV valve out.
Show me new parts.
Nice and easy.
Show me new parts. Give me new parts.
Got a good shot. Hold
okay,
on.
she still sounds good, honestly.
I
don't.
You can test these because they're one-way valves, so air only goes one way. So if you blow on it and it doesn't go, and then you suck on it and it does go, it works. So it's going, and it's going. And this is the new one we have here. These are pretty cheap. You can get these at any auto parts store.
What's it like? Less than $20.
Oh, for sure. Less than 10, I'd say. But so one-way valve, and again, and I can feel the air coming out. That's a lot free-flowing. And let's do the same thing here. When I blow, we can hear that there's a lot less air. There's still a little coming through because it's not going to seal perfectly, but so there's gaskets in these, and over time they wear out, and it's a cheap part, so whenever you can, just replace them.
You may as well wipe it off. Alright. And that is literally that.
And then hose clamp back on, and then you're all set. That's really all there is to it.
You're gonna find the hose clamp.
Alright guys, today, you're such a bitch.
Why would you do
we
that?
want this to be a YouTube video or not? Today for you, we got an MAP, MAP, Manifold Absolute Pressure Sensor here on the Miata, because it's throwing a check engine light. We're also going to be running some 4mm silicone line on any of our old vacuum line here that we can replace, just to tidy it up a little bit and make sure we don't have any vacuum leaks that are unexpected. So let's go ahead and get started.
Let's point out the vacuum lines first.
This is our MAP sensor right here. We have the electrical connector, and we've already got it loose because we've been diagging and messing with it, so we're just going to go ahead and run that loose. We've got this bracket right here, and I'm just going to go ahead and run that loose, and you might have to hold it if things... Whoa, my goodness! I don't like this.
Spray them down if you have to, guys.
PV Blaster, ladies and gentlemen, we might have to get some. I was just struggling with this a second ago, and it did just let go. Are you gonna be okay, Jason? Don't hurt yourself.
Look at him. He's a professional.
Alright, anyways, this nut is coming off because it is attached to this bracket that the MAP sensor is attached to, right? So we're just going to pull this up and see what we're dealing with.
It's very important not to bend any of this tubing that's thick because we don't have the correct size. The skinny tubing we see here, that's 4mm. This thicker tubing, this is 6mm.
And I want it to be known, we're not kinking this, but I'm just putting this right beyond the shock tower bolt in order to hold it out of place. You can have someone hold it out of the way for you if you got extra hands or not, doesn't matter. This is the actual bracket bolt, and I'm going to have to see what's going on with this line, or these electrical connectors and this line in a second here. Alright, nut, bolt. Okay. This is attached, so we are going to have to separate this electrical connector clip right here. It's probably a Christmas tree. Yeah. Nope. Not Christmas tree. We can take a needle nose plier set. Super thin one if you have it. And then we're going to go ahead and lift this up ever so slightly and compress the two wing edges in order to get this out if it wants to come out. It doesn't want to come out. I'm going to be honest with you. This might be fighting me a little bit.
Right behind you on the ladder, Adrian, don't lean back.
Nah. I'm going to disassemble more.
What is that?
I don't want to
Is that better?
cause myself any undue stress. So, beyond that, on this side over here, since I've decided to get this out because I don't want to fight this entire thing, we need to pull this bolt and that bolt. So, this bolt down here holds this entire bracket assembly, and it is under another bracket that's connected to this fuse box right here. So we're just going to go ahead and pull those.
And he just loses the school.
That's like literally a wood screw. You're fine. I don't even think that's the original screw.
It's not. No, you're looking in the wrong place. That went into panels, I guarantee it. That went into panels based off of where
It's right here.
Oh. Mechanic. On that note, now that we're saving things, I'm going to do things I should have done earlier and disconnect all this electrical. Yeah, here.
Push in, squeeze, pull out.
Ah, yes. Yep,
Do you not push in first?
I do. And they get stuck regardless.
Okay, stop plugging on the wires.
Hold on,
we can put a flathead right
I know,
there.
I know.
Just, no, it'll come right out.
I know. Hold on. So we take this shit off, we take this shit off, we take this shit off, the Patreon take, and then we pull this shit out, and then we got the sensor.
Not gonna lie to you guys, after a lot of sanding and a hand cramp, we have cleaned off that fitting. Some 220 grit,
a lot better.
some 220 grit and a little bit of brake clean goes a long way. A long way. So guys, now that we got our silicone cut and our fitting cleaned up on our intake manifold, we're going to go ahead and try to run this exactly as it came out of the car. So we're going to come under this wiring harness and plug it into the solenoid that we got before the map sensor. And I know I just keep calling it a solenoid, but that's because we haven't done any research yet. Underneath these bigger vacuum lines, clip it in to your factory clip because it'll fit, because you bought 4mm vacuum line. And then we'll plug it in.
Back on that nipple. Technical term, ladies and gentlemen.
Our
nipple.
intake manifold fitting. Now that we've got this part done that goes underneath our whole map bracket, next what we're going to do is take this 4mm line out of the bottom of this solenoid, because I still don't know what it is. Take us some pliers. Twist. Bang. That
Oh, give me that. Don't lose it. Come on now. Make your own life easy. Don't knock
clip.
stuff over.
Plastic clip. Just hold the clip. Pull on the line.
Same fitting as
Bam.
in the other line.
Under here. Under here. Three-way. Uh-oh.
How does this one look? Oh, Lord. Oh,
So
no.
we'll start here. And we'll just replace this section first so we know what we're doing. Okay, so this goes to a three-way fitting right here. One line goes to a... One line goes to a one-way valve. Down here. And then back into the intake. Way under here. You can't really see it, guys. But if you follow these vacuum lines and just replace them as you take them off, there's no way to mess it up. So just buy a good length of vacuum line, you know, however much you feel like you need, and start taking lines off, cutting the proper length and replacing them until you get to a point where you're out of line or your lines are replaced. Now that we got all our vacuum lines replaced, as much as we could at least until we ran out for tonight.
We had, what, 6 foot?
With 6 foot, and that got us done about half the engine. So we still have some 4mm that we could replace up here.
That's inner
that goes
diameter, 4mm inner diameter.
4mm inner diameter plate that goes from this solenoid into right near the throttle body. And solenoid I'm putting in place of what could or could not be a lot of sensor solenoids on this motor.
We really
Guys,
don't know
if you
exactly.
get into one of these Miatas, there is a lot of vacuum lines, especially on the older models. So just make sure you replace them one at a time and you can't mess it up. Might be getting rid of cruise, we could be deleting AC in the future, power steering if we can find a manual rack. You know, there's a lot of things that can happen in this car to make it ready for the track.
Alright, let's throw it back together.
Alright, yeah, so what we're going to start by doing is taking this little diaphragm up here and plugging it into this longer vacuum line coming out of the three-way T. That goes right here. Alright, and then we'll go ahead and...
That's the old sensor.
That is the old sensor. Once we have that here, we'll set it up right there. See, that's going to be the hard part, is plugging it in while that shit's on top.
No, we gotta plug it in before.
No, can't. It goes on top of it.
Alright, so long story short, we're gonna struggle.
So really, the best way to probably do this is with a long, skinny pair of tiny needle nose pliers. Because you're going to want to be able to hold that vacuum line still while you push the MAF sensor on top of it through the other bracket. Mazda was smoking crack in the early 2000s.
We should be taking this off. We're not taking
it off.
Alright, y'all. So, we had a little issue here, and we needed to figure it out. So we cut the footage for a second and took our time. We didn't end up removing this bracket here. We ended up routing this vacuum hose to the side because our original hardware was missing. And we just kind of zip tied everything in place here for now. Our vacuum line is still on our MAF sensor, really secure. This bracket's still in place. So we're all good on that front.
Also with zip ties.
Yes, zip ties and bias pliers, baby. But
Ain't nothing more permanent than a temporary fix, am I right?
when we acquired this vehicle, some hardware was missing. So for right now, a temporary fix is just going to have to turn into a permanent solution.
But that's alright. Because she's coming together.
Anyway, as you can see, we've successfully replaced all of our vacuum lines that are 4 millimeters in diameter, and we have replaced our MAF sensor. So now we're just going to clear the check engine light and see what happens. This guy's a fucking dork. Bluetooth rotors, man.
I was wondering why my ass was warm.
Oh shit.